And here we are. This is the first day when I began doing nails, my nail journey. Going into school in January. This was the December before I even started my first semester of schooling to become a nail artist. This is all what I started with. And it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And here we are with it. This is my niece. I decided to do her nails because I really wanted to practice on her nails. And plus, I'm such a super girl dad, which is one of my motivations to even want to do nails. But as you see, she was very happy with it. And that boosted my confidence with me practicing my community. Here we go. Here's me investing in my education in nail school, following the structure, learning from it, and making it my own, and being able to reproduce the intellect. I am also teaching my fellow classmate the things that I've learned from the chapter of how to apply polish, and I thank them for allowing me to practice on them. This is community practice. Taking it upon myself because I wanted it really bad, I decided to buy majority of the things that I would need in my future endeavor and career before I even graduated nail school. Therefore, I could invite my classmates over and I could show them how much I've learned from the community of practice, of which they have taught me the language of nails. With learning the new language nails, my classmates would often, from time to time, knowing that I'm a entry-level male, first time with nails, they were able to reciprocate their artistic intellect to mine for me to understand more things by giving me demonstrations. I would often instill back what I've retained from lessons because I would always stick to the book. My classmates would often let me practice, and then I would also have coworkers that would allow me to practice on their nails, along with more classmates. They would even attend to get me for their graduations, and I started getting bookings before I even graduated school. What lovely. And here I am taking a class in a language that I have no idea what it is understanding, but I am using my artistic context clues to understand what is being perceived in this video, as I would listen to the language and I would understand it and embrace it, and eventually would understand context from time to time. No matter how nervous or how shy I was to practice or to be able to showcase what I've obtained and learned, I always continue to practice and practice and practice, because you practice the way you play. And if you don't make that sacrifice or take that risk, then you will never understand how good you can possibly be at something that you're very passionate with. And here shows results of me continuously practicing and never doubting myself. No matter how shy or how timid you are when it comes to speaking or practicing something that you're very passionate about, the more you practice it, it will show. Passion overrides skill at the end of the day. Be as pure as you are as your intentions of the goals and endeavors you have for the future. Due to me breaking a gender norm and encountering women, they would always ask me why nails or what made me choose it, just like how I would be asked the same thing about a language that I would pursue. It's the same thing. The more you are in depth and focused on it, the more you pertain and receive what it is that you need from what you're partaking of. Continuing to practice and practice and practice, my confidence got to the point where I decided to practice on myself. Therefore, not only I could showcase self-care but my work, but also it's a showing that my practices have became a perfectionist and that I take my craft very serious, just like a focused man, focused woman is a dangerous man and woman. Continuing to show off my practices and showcase my artwork, I ended up gaining a nail bestie that wanted to do content and engage in nail collaborations. Along with, I gained students who wanted to learn nail art from me, even learners who do not even speak English as their first language, but I was able to replicate it through the artistically inclinedness. Me learning how to do nails is just like a non-first language English learner, which is pretty much the passion that you have and the desire that you have of obtaining the knowledge that you seeking. It's going to come, it's going to happen. You all have it. You just have to continuously practice the way you play. I would even have nail artists and influencers come just to get their nails done. And some of the nail artists would even come and get their nails done just to instill information in me and teach me some tricks and trades, just because they seen the passion and they seen how hard I was willing working for it. People compliment your passion when they see it. Along with my journey, even my clients would oftentimes just ask, they're so intrigued by what it is that I do and how I do my line work. And they would often ask me procedures of how I go about doing it. And I would instill it to them. I would even teach them information about their nails that they don't even get off of YouTube or from their actual nail techs and nail salons. I got so intrigued with nails, I went deep and went into the actual medical part to understand more of the cuticle area. People would come to me just so they can get energy and vibes and to get a therapy session, and some people would just want to learn. I've always been inclined in teaching, whether it's about language or not, anything artistic or anything. The peak of my success, I got to the point where I was able to get my nail business on the billboard in Atlanta, Georgia before I came over here to California due to the fact that I was teaching classes before I graduated, during my graduation period, and after my graduation period, and pursuing to get my nail instructor license to be able to teach globally. As you can tell here, I have a student that I'm teaching line work to. She wanted to learn how to make press-on, start her own business, and actually learn the ins and outs of line work. I taught her hands-on, of course, and I also instilled confidence within her, telling her to practice and also being able to help her talk professionally and with public speaking with talking fluent. Talking language, learning passion, teaching passion, all of it is a muscle. The more you train the muscle to operate in environments that it should operate in, is how you increase the dexterity of the vocal cords to be able to project what it is that you need to. All in all, I ended up with this paradise of minds of where all the magic happened. As an end result, you get what you put all your time into. Your passion will shine. Never be scared to practice your passion. Vocalize your passion. Toodaloo.